So you like to fight with villagers, said Raji. Well, I'm not a villager, I'm a fighter. So see, here he says, Raji, he tries to talk back to this boy. So he says, you like to fight with villagers? I am a warrior, I am a fighter. Now see, here Raji is saying that he is a fighter, and the other boy he is saying that I am a warrior. They had reached an impasse. Now, what is an impasse? It's basically a position from where you cannot get out. Now, both were caught up in a position where they can't get out of the fight. They have to argue. Now, see, if Raji cannot keep quiet, yes or no? This boy was talking in a very rude manner. So Raji cannot just stop and listen. Even he will have to speak. He will also have to take his stand. Yes or no? So that is why they were now caught up in a position where they cannot get out of it. One had said he was a warrior, who had said that he was a warrior, the other boy. And Raji proclaimed himself, proclaimed means to declare, proclaimed himself to be a fighter. There was little else that could be said. You understand that I am a warrior, said the stranger, feeling that perhaps this information had not penetrated Raji's head. Penetrated means to get inside. Okay? So he, this other boy, the stranger, he says, he talks to Raji and he tells him that you understand that I am a warrior, in order to clarify, okay, because he is thinking that Raji has not understood previously what he had said. So he is making it clear to Raji that do you get it that I am a fighter, I am a warrior? I have heard you say 3 times, replied Raji. Now see, Raji is also talking back. Then why are you not running away? I am waiting for you to run away. Now see, here says he says, the stranger says that since you have heard it, why don't you run away? All right. So Raji replies that I am waiting for you to run away. So in this way, the fight starts. I'll have to beat you, said the stranger, assuming a violent attitude, showing Raji the palm of his hand. Palm of his hand, you understand, right? The front, the flat area of your hand. So here, Raji is basically, he's trying to scare Raji. He's trying to fight with Raji. I'm waiting to see you do it, said Raji. You will see me do it, said the other boy. See me do what? See me hitting him. Okay, Raji is now, he's talking back, and the stranger shows his palm. That means he wants to hit him. Raji waited. The other boy made a strange hissing sound. They stared each other in the eye for almost a minute. Then the warrior slapped Raji across the face with all the force he could muster. Muster means to gather. Okay, so finally this warrior, the stranger, had hit Raji with his, with a slap. Raji staggered, felt the feeling quite dizzy. Okay, dizzy means very very unconscious, in a very unconscious manner. Okay, he was trying to gain his attention, gain his consciousness. Staggered here means to feel very very weak. Okay, there were thick red finger marks on his cheek. Now he had been slapped by the stranger, so there were red finger marks on his cheek. There you are, exclaimed his assailant. Now, who is this assailant? A person who is the first attacker. The person who attacks is known as an assailant. So, who is the assailant here? The stranger. Will you be off now? So finally, the stranger thinks that since he had hit Raji will run away. For answer, Raji swung his arm up, pushed a hard bony fist into the other's face. Now, why bony fish? Bony fist? Can you tell me? Fist basically it means your entire fist. The when you fold your fingers, okay, जिसको हम हिंदी में मुट्ठी बोलते हैं ना, that is known as a fist. Okay. Now, with his fist, he punched him. Okay, he punched the stranger's face. Now, why bony? Because Raji was thin. That is why the writer had told here that he hard and bony fist, because he was thin, he was skinny. And then they were at each other's throats. They were holding each other's throats, swaying on the rock, tumbling onto the sand. Swaying means from this side to that side. They were pushing themselves from this side to that side. tumbling onto the sand, falling onto the sand, rolling about on the sand, okay? Rolling over and over, their legs and arms locked in desperate, violent struggle. Why desperate, violent struggle? Because desperate, why? Because one was trying to punch the other, one was trying to hit the other. That is why it was desperate. Gasping and cursing, clawing and slapping, they rolled into the shallows of the pool. So finally, they were inside the pool, the shallows of the pool. They were in the depth of the pool. Even in the water, the fight continued as spluttering and covering with mud. So now they were covered in mud. Okay, spluttering means to speak in a very, in a very confusing manner. Your words are not clear in that way. So they were fighting. That is why their words were not clear. They groped for each other's head. They groped means they were trying to hold each other's head and throat.